I don't know if I've ever been more excited about any tool I've been a part of creating than this right here. What you may not know is for the last year, I've been creating a tool to equip and launch the next generation of servant leaders with disabilities into a lifetime of kingdom impact in Young Life and the church. And not only here in the United States, but also in Kazakhstan and in Africa. What if the leadership experience could do in Africa what it's done in the US and in Canada? And that's crazy to think about because for so many people with a disability in Africa, they're seen as cursed and outcast. But it was a conversation that I had with one of our staff there, Dominic, that really changed where we are today.
To see an inclusive society where kids with disability can be given an opportunity to share the word of God. They can be given an opportunity to become leaders. They can be given an opportunity even to do work in our local offices.
I showed him our 300-page manual that we were going to use with the specialists. This is what I had created that we use in the US and in Canada. And he had one question. He said, Andy, can you make that so it fits in our back pocket? And I thought such a wild request to take something like this, that's this thick, to fit in the back pocket. And I asked him why. And he said, our people will be so proud to go through this and to be trained to be leaders. They'll want to show their manual to everyone. I spent a year dreaming, researching, creating, whiteboarding, and not because we need a new tool, but because people with disabilities are needed in leadership all over the globe. And what we created has finally arrived. This is the Leadership Experience ZCard. Each one of these cards is 1 month of curriculum right here. We have 8 cards for the 8 months of curriculum. And so you take your ZCard and they can open it up right here. They can use this card right here for their one-on-one coaching. They can use it in the group training. And there's even a part back here that when they interview someone in their community, a community leader, a pastor, they can write down all their information and take it with them. And the fun part of all of this is we have all 8 of these cards that go in this Young Life Leadership Experience branded bag that's, I guess, like a Lululemon knockoff. And they can zip it up, put it over their shoulder, and take it with them wherever they go. It's like the ultimate show and tell. Did you know in January, we're also launching in Kazakhstan? They are also going to get these bags with 8 months worth of curriculum, but each of their cards has been translated into Russian, into a language they can understand. Growing leaders in Kazakhstan and all over that part of the globe. But don't forget this. We already have 14 and growing number of regions with Young Life around the US and in Canada, and we made a version just for them as well. It's also in English, but includes all of the technology pieces so they can track throughout the year and continue to learn and grow as leaders. For those of you who have been partnering with us financially over the years, thank you. You've invested in a lot of whiteboarding time and research and creation, whether it be of manuals or of ZCards, training and travel, in hopes of launching these emerging leaders with disabilities into a life of kingdom impact. And I firmly believe, I don't know if I've ever been more excited about any tool I've been a part of creating than this right here. I think it single-handedly can be used by God to change how the world sees disability. I think a continent in Africa is going to change. I think that they're going to see people with disabilities rise up, be given tools into leadership, and it will change how people experience disability there. And we'll use it right here in the US and in Kazakhstan and in other places around the globe. Thank you for believing. Thank you for praying. Thank you for giving. If you want to be a part of launching these even more, you can continue to give financially. Each one of these sets is $40, and we're sending them out. And I would love your help in raising support to cover these expenses. I don't know if you want to cover just one, a class worth, a continent worth. I don't know what you feel compelled to do, but we ordered a lot of these cards in order to get the price down where we can afford it. And we believe God is going to do more than we could ask or imagine. You see, we're raising expectations so we can raise servant leaders. This leadership experience was created for every leader and crafted for leaders with a disability. I am forever grateful for you. Come on this journey with us. Let's see what God's going to do next.